Gushing. It's gonna be good. So now we take our spile, and this is probably why they call it tapping trees. Tap, 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 and tap, and the tone changes, and you know the spile is set in good. And that's running really nice. So here we are again in spring, and another year to sap and sapping season. So we drag down out of the sap house all the buckets and lids that we need. We don't do the tubing, we use the buckets, and we've got the bracing bits for drilling the holes in the trees and the spiles. That's what the sap will drip out of into the bucket. So we're gonna start off and tap some right handy by the sap house and move out from there. These are some of our favorite pet trees here. They're big and they generally give a lot of sap. You don't always want to go for the south side, but that's the side that gets the most action because the sun comes around and heats up the branches and the bark and everything and gets the sap flowing. And so you look on the tree and try to find the most recent holes. Here's an old one here. It's all healed up. These have been tapped for, we've been doing it probably for 30 years or better. So I'm gonna stick a hole right here, and this should be a good day. It's perfect. It froze last night. What you want is freezing nights and above freezing, like around 40 degrees during the day. The best days are when the sun shines, which it's not right now, but and it's best to get as close to the bottom of the tree as you can. Some years there's too much snow and you have to put them higher.
It looks like you're also going at a slight angle.
Yeah, you go at a slight angle so the sap will run out. So you go in, about 2.5, 3 inches, and you can see it dripping already. Hey, gushing. This is probably why they call it tapping trees. Tap, tap, tap. And that's running really nice. And because we only want sap in our buckets, we're going to put a lid on there so that rain and snow and moths, well, you get moths anyway, but the rain and snow stays out anyway. So I'm going to I think I'll put 2 on this. This probably could take 3, but like I said, I got a lot of trees and I don't really need to use them all. When I get as far as I want to go, I keep turning the drill the same way, but I pull back on it, and that pulls out all the wood chips and things. And she's running good too. I knew today would be a lovely day. You want to make sure they're in solid enough that they stay when the bucket's full of sap. Once we start gathering the sap, we do run it through filters and things like that in case any bark or things like foreign objects end up in it. We can get them out. These were, there's a company that sells them called Bascom's in New Hampshire, and but these ones were left over from my stepfather, who used to have a big sapping operation. So I was lucky.